Cocoon. Hello. Sorry, I switched the wrong way. Hi. Sorry. Hi. Hello. My allergies are effed up. I went on this walk today with my dog, and you'll never believe this, but my allergies were actually better outside than inside my apartment, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know what to say. What can I say? But I wanted to I wanted to say before we start today's stream how the stream is kind of set up. And then also, I have to 1 second, please. Let me grab the thing I just pulled up that I got rid of on accident. If you didn't know, today, it's the 4th of July. For you non-Americans, it's just an American holiday. But for you non-Americans, it's just an American holiday. For Americans, it's also just an American holiday. But what makes it special today is there is an all-gen cover of No, the drop is my gem. But today, there is an all-gen cover of California Girls by SVP's Infinium. And this is the link to the premiere. So you should check it out. I will say, Yui looks, a little delectable in it, so I would check it out. I'm just saying. Yui looks kind of delectable in it, so I would check it out. Not to be weird or anything. I'm never weird. I'm only 100% normal every single time, every day. Every day, every night, something gonna hold you tight. 'Cause right now... I don't remember the actual lyrics. Those are from High School Musical. Oh yeah, delectable. Serena Starstruck! Wait, why did I do it like that? Sorry, did that scare you? Hi, Serena. Hi. Hi. Serena Starstruck. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan. Is that I stream until the premiere, and then I raid into the premiere. That's why my stream was specifically timed to start so that I could stream for about 2 hours and 30 minutes before the premiere. Why? Oh, okay. Well, guys, she didn't want to raid into me because she loves me. She only wants to raid into me because she wants me to raid into the premiere. Guys, this is what Serena's love is actually like. What can I say? She doesn't actually love me. She's so funny. Guys, she's literally so cute. Today, Serena Starstruck DM'd me for help with how to post a short with a sound, and it was so adorable. I was like, how else have you been posting your shorts before this? It was so cute. I was like, that's so adorable. I didn't know. It's kind of like posting on TikTok, I'll be honest. Using the YouTube posting for shorts thing is just like making a TikTok, I'll be honest. I mean, it works basically the same. But, oh my god. Guys, Serena's art is also it's how I would describe Serena's art for the California Girls cover. It's also how I would describe Perry's art. As they say, I mean, you know, I have that drink in the art for I have a drink in my art for a reason. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's something wrong with me that specifically when I talk about the SVP girls, I feel like a little wild. I don't really know how to describe that. How about yours? You got that skirt game going strong? How do you even know it's a skirt? You haven't even seen the art yet. You haven't even seen the art yet. How do you know that it's a skirt? Could be a wrap? Oh my god! Is that Serena Starstruck channel period in bracket SVP all capital close bracket? I didn't expect that. Is that Serena Starstruck channel period bracket SVP bracket? I had no idea. Oh my god, Serena, I didn't even know you were streaming. Oh my god, hi! Hi! Hi, Starbright! It's almost glad we solved the relationship drama before the sudden raid. Thank you. Hi, Starbrights! How was your stream? Serena, was your keyboard like really dirty? I want to know. I've never cleaned my keyboard before, and I've had it for like 2.5 to 3 years basically at this point. Isn't that crazy? I've never cleaned this keyboard before. It wasn't bad. That's crazy. It was like really clean for the first time. Clean? Really? That's crazy. Clean it? No. You know what's funny is I also have pets. I have 2 pets, and I don't know how dirty this keyboard is. I got this keyboard as a gift from my friends for graduating my master's degree. My friends built me a keyboard so that I could hear the sound of a really nice keyboard when I was typing my thesis. I know it's dirty because when I look down inside of it, it looks dirty. Never mind cleaning. Surprise, no switches and keys failed in 3 years. Yeah, I don't even know what switches I have anymore. I just know I have them. I do have 2 degrees. I think I've mentioned this on stream like several times. I have 2 degrees. But I'm not old, by the way. You can have 2 degrees and not be old, just so everyone is aware. My god. Just so everyone knows, you can have 2 degrees and not be old. Just letting everyone know. But also, Serena, I hope you had a good stream. I was watching you play Wordle for a bit, and then I got confused, and then I left, because I didn't know what to do. I was, like, trying to think of a way to help, and then I was like, I'm stupid. You had fun? Yippee! You should show me, you should send me a pic of, you should post a pic of the before and after of your keyboard from when you cleaned before and then after. I didn't like today's Wordle. Yeah, oh yeah, it changes each time. Am I gonna get a doctorate? No. Getting a doctorate, depending on the master's degree you have, is it necessarily worth it for the field that you work in? Just so you all know that. It's not... A doctorate only is worth getting depending on what field you're going to go work into. So depending on it, getting anything higher than a master's degree honestly can become a money sink. Unless you plan to teach at a higher educational level, but you really only need a master's degree to teach at a higher level. Good doctorate in basket weaving. Hey, you know, there's a lot of very interesting doctorates, you know. One of my teachers in college had a doctorate in creativity. Isn't that kind of crazy? I'm not a teacher. I said one of my teachers. I'm not talented enough to be a teacher. I'm not that smart. I don't think I could grade papers. That would really piss me off if I had to grade papers. Piled high in debt. That can happen. How'd that work? Well, some school programs actually allow you to create basically your own sort of degree. So as long as you can take enough classes that feed into a certain thing that you can prove within your, like, basically like your doctorate sort of like paper and thesis, you could do that. Unless an employer sponsored it. That's true, some people do like sponsor it. But I mean, that teacher is like really, really smart. So I'm sure that whatever the way that they like put together their creativity doctorate probably was worth it for something. I think they work as a consultant, so that kind of like matches up depending on what type of consulting you're doing. My favorite thing was two of my high school theater teachers both went to get their doctorates in theater, and then both of them didn't write their final thesis, and so they have like, I forget what it's called, but you can have like, basically there's like a version of having like what could have been a doctorate but becomes not a doctorate because you don't write your like thesis, that you can like basically write on like your resume. And it's not the same thing, obviously, but you can basically have like a version of this like showcasing that you went through the work of basically getting your doctorate and you never wrote the thesis. And I think it's so funny. They were like, yeah, we got to the part where we had to write it and it just felt like a waste of time, so we just stopped. I was like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy work. If I got to the point where I was like, all I had to do was write my gigantic long-ass thesis to graduate with my doctorates, I think I would just do it at that point. I would just do it. I'm excited for the tonight because of the song drop. Thank you, Emily! I hope you guys will like it. I'm just gonna say, it's really good. It's like running a marathon and not crossing the finish line. I know. They told me that and I was like, that's crazy, guys. Like, at the point where you can just, like, get the degree, you should probably just get the degree. You know? You should probably just get the degree. But I hope that, will I do more Katy Perry songs? Me, specifically? Like, sing them? Or do you mean, like, karaoke? Like, covers or karaoke? Probably won't do a Katy Perry cover. There's not really a reason to. But karaoke, I mean, I was looking up Katy Perry songs recently because I was listening to California Girls and I was like, actually, I feel like I know this singer. And I looked into all these different Katy Perry songs and I did not realize that she did like so many songs that are like really popular. I don't know why. I had no idea. I didn't know that she did Last Friday Night or TGIF. I didn't know she did Last Friday Night. I didn't know that she did what's the other one? I knew she did Teenage Dream. I knew she did Firework. I knew she did California Girls. But then I was looking into her discography and I was like, I didn't know you did like half of these songs, Katy Perry. But I mean, I also thought Katy Perry did Call Me Maybe and not Carly Rae Jepsen, and I literally I'm freaking stupid. Yeah, I didn't know she did Hot and Cold. Am I alright? Am I just with sniffles or am I sick? I just have allergies. But it's kind of like, I was also looking into, I was going down this like rabbit hole of like, not old, but like earlier 2000s songs, and I had no like recollection that Rihanna sang so many of those songs of that era too, because I would just listen to songs. I wasn't like looking at who sang them. I had no idea that like Rihanna sang like Umbrella. That was like crazy to me when I found out Rihanna sang Umbrella. And I had no idea that Avril Lavigne sang Complicated. I didn't know that. I don't know why. For some reason, I was like, Avril Lavigne just sang the Skater Boy song. I didn't know like so many songs were sung by like these different artists. I didn't know it was like a circle of these very popular artists. But it's been like sending me down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out who the like main singers of this era are, you know? Hi Watcher! I had fallen asleep and missed the end of Sarah's stream. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was like, I didn't really think about who sang what song. Like, and I like barely listen to popular music nowadays. I mean, I guess I listened to I listened to I listened to some Olivia Rodrigo. I listen to Billie Eilish sometimes. I listen to Chappell Rowan sometimes. I listen to Sabrina Carpenter sometimes. But I wouldn't say that, like, are those, like, the singers of this generation? Like, wow, watching the memory of my PC is kind of whack. Is my Google Chrome really taking that much memory? I have my, like, thing open. Is that true? I guess I can close a couple of tabs. Maybe I should close a couple of tabs. Let's close a couple. Like, do I really need that many open? Let's try like this. Yeah, sure. Did that help? Not really. That's fine. On my Google Chrome tab right now, it's holding 4,137 megabytes right now. Because my memory is at 72%. The only thing with taking up more of my RAM right now is OBS Studio with 4,589 megabytes. Sabrina Carpenter definitely. Sounds about right, yeah. They're all trending. Yeah, that's like the thing is like I feel like maybe this is like rude to the current generation. I'm young, by the way. But maybe this is rude, but I feel like I can't really name a lot of singers right now who in my head are as impactful as someone like Beyonce or like Lady Gaga, you know, or Bruno Mars, even though they're all still around, but you know what I mean, or Britney Spears. Is that weird? I feel like I can't name those sorts of people. I guess maybe Sabrina Carpenter is like that influential right now. You know what I mean? It's like how like back in the day it was like you'd be like cultural singing icons. You'd be like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, Ginger Rogers. You know what I mean? Judy Garland, Barbra Streisand. Or maybe just because of like how my musical library is that I like think of it like that. I was not alive for Elvis, but my parents are older, so they listened to a lot of that, you know? Yeah, it just feels like there are less standout generational performers. And maybe that's because of the rise of streaming platforms, that it's hard to just have like generational performers that sell based on records. Like nowadays, there's so many artists so many ways to listen to them that it's harder to just have like those performers, you know, that are like, they stay up there for like years and years and years, you know, like it's easier for people to fade in and out of popularity because of streaming platforms, you know? Like just the way we consume music is just so different that it's harder to have that sort of attention. Like, cause that could definitely be a factor. It's just like, back then it's like you could only afford to get 1 or 2 records because of how things were sold. And so you kind of just like, you picked your favorite and you stuck to them. And like, those are the ones that you had to listen to, or you had to use the radio, you know? Yeah, it's a very different market. But I was listening to that music and I was kind of like, damn, like there really was a sound, you know? Like there definitely was a sound of the early 2000s and like the 70s and the 80s. I feel like they all had like a very strong sound to them. Plus it's more spread out from international albums too. That's true. There's a lot of international albums and a lot of new influences to sound in general. Wait, I want to make this chat like maybe this big. Whoa, what happened? Hello? Oh, maybe instead like, oh, it fixed itself. Okay. Because I was like, I want to make it a little bigger, but then like it's a little too big, but then like less chat. There we go. Did you have a K-pop phase? I did not have a K-pop phase actually. Surprisingly, I did not have a K-pop phase, but there is a K-pop singer, I forget her name, that I've had a couple of people tell me I look a lot like, and it's so funny because I am not Korean. There's this very specific K-pop singer that I've had a lot of people tell me that I look a lot like, but I am not Korean. And it's so funny to me. And I was like, Toka, have you ever been told you look a lot like this girl? I'm like, yes, actually I have. But I don't listen to her music and I'm not Korean, so. But I've had a lot of Korean people ask me if I'm Korean, and I always have to be like, I'm not Korean. But thank you for thinking I am. I'm not Korean though. I think it's because I am like a mix of different Asian. I'm a very mixed Asian, so they're like, I think I kind of look Korean. I can't believe a K-pop. Well, she's older than me, so I guess if anything, I stole her look. If anything, I stole her look. Is Toka am I a K-pop singer? Because guys, no, I cannot sing. I cannot sing in Korean. J-pop, Japanese pop. What about a J-pop phase? I didn't have a J-pop phase either. I actually did not have a J-pop phase. I didn't listen to like a lot of like Vocaloid or like J-pop sort of ish sound stuff until I was basically in college. I mean, there was like a small phase where I listened to a lot of anime music when I discovered like ways to watch anime online when I was like a kid. But like, yeah, I'm not a Voca boomer, Serena. I'm not a Voca boomer. Like, so on the TV there was a channel I used to watch as a kid that had Tokyo Mew Mew, Sailor Moon, Moomin, and like a couple other older animes that I used to watch in the morning growing up. They were like my morning cartoons. Like instead of actual morning cartoons, I was watching like Tokyo Mew Mew and Magical Girl Doremi and stuff like on the television, you know? Plus the Wings Club. Tempo, watch out, I'll ban you. Watch out, Tempo, I'll ban you. And I would watch those in the morning, and I really liked it. And then I didn't watch anime for a bit. And then randomly in middle school, I came across this website that allowed me to watch K-On! And when I was watching K-On!, I was also watching Angel Beats, and I was watching it was K-On!, Angel Beats, and Love Live. The original, like, with Muse. K-On!, Angel Beats, Muse, and I forget, there was one more. And then I also started watching Naruto at that time. And then I was like into, I guess, some J-pop and music back then, because I was listening to like God Knows and Tomare and Super Driver, and my dad bought me off of eBay, he bought me the CD for Girls Band Monsters. So I was listening to the CD for Angel Beats, because I liked it so much that my dad got me the CDs off of eBay as a gift, so we could listen to it in the car. And then did I ever watch Clannad? I did watch Clannad. I watched Clannad. I'm not playing Uma Musume. Not at least yet. So I watched Clannad. I also was like, that was the era where I was also watching a bunch of random, like, as many would call it, anime slop. So like, animes that were made to promote visual novels, sort of, you know? So like, I was watching, what'd you call? That's what they call it on the internet, like anime slop. It's like stuff that was basically made to promote a visual novel. So I was watching, what'd you call? I watched, is it 11 Eyes or 9 Eyes? You know that one? 11 Eyes, or was it 9 Eyes? And 11 Eyes, I watched Tatuyama, or Tayutama, Kiss on My Deity. I watched Akaniero ni Somoru Saka, or Akasaka. Like, I was watching, like, that type of stuff for a while, you know? Not a boomer. So I was watching, like, that type of stuff. So I know, like, that type of era of, like, anime music, you know, like, I know, like, the K-On! Stuff, like, Fwa Time. And I love Tomare. I actually like Tomare more than I like the Hare Hare Yukai. But I understand that Hare Hare Yukai is, like, how do you say, like, it's the Haruhi Suzumiya song. I was watching Strawberry Panic. That was my first Yuri, was Strawberry Panic. And after Strawberry Panic, I started watching a lot more Yuri, so I watched oh, what is the name? What's the name of that anime where, like, the girls are both, like, shrine maidens, and they, like, there's, like, a mecha for some reason, and, like, it's also Yuri, and it's very toxic Yuri. I did not watch Ghost in a Shell. Let me remember what this is called. Yuri with Miko and Gundam. Yuri anime with sword. Oh yeah, Kanazuki no Miko. I was watching Kanazuki no Miko. But I never watched Utena. Okay, so don't, you know, and I never watched, I was watching Vampire Knight, and, you know, that type of stuff. I'm not watching Blue Lock. I know that it's yaoi. I don't watch yaoi. I watch Yuri. I'm a Hime Joshi, not a Fujoshi. Blue Lock? The soccer game? Doesn't Serena like yell about the yaoi ships in it or something? Wasn't that like what she did the whole time? Was that not what Serena was doing the entire time she watched Blue Lock? Weren't you just being a Fujoshi the whole time, or is that just what your general was saying? I read your general. You guys think I only read my general in the Discord? No, I read Serena's general too. I'm just saying. The details of the events are extremely exaggerated. Hello, Toka. I would like to apologize for my infractions in Discord. I guess you can be forgiven for now. Remember, you should keep my general should be clean enough that Serena can look at it, okay? My general should be clean enough that Serena can look at it. Don't put dirty things in there. There's a tag for that. 4 people spreading fake news? Really? So Serena, are you not a Fujoshi? Would you say that? Otome wa boku ni koi shiteru. Otome wa... I don't actively seek anything out. If I see that there's a smidgen of Yuri in something, I'm definitely like, I might watch it. If I see that there's the possibility that there could be Yuri in something, I might watch it. I'm just gonna be honest. I might look into that one. Oh my god, there's like this one anime that I also watched back then that was kind of cool. That was about like this girl who like, there's like a bunch of boys who like her and then one girl who likes her. I forget the name of that one too. What about Bloom Into You? Look, I know that Bloom Into You is very beautiful. Many people like it. And my favorite seiyuu, my Oshi, Moeka Koizumi, she was in the stage play for Bloom Into You. So in theory, I should really like Bloom Into You. But I did find Bloom Into You, the anime, a little slow. I did not watch Lyric Voice Recoil. But I wanted to. I just like romance in general, straight or gay, but I need there to be other stuff in it, like comedy or music or adventure. I understand that. Almost every anime I watch now is Yuri or music related or idol, which is I guess music related too. Or a magical girl thing. Or a very specific comedy. Like a really specific comedy. You think that Serena reads? She did a whole thing talking about how she doesn't read. Have a good rest of your day, Conclavier. Happy 4th of July. I did actually watch Executioner in Her Way of Life. I did watch that. Yeah, she did a whole thing where she talked about how she doesn't like to read. That's why I can't talk to her about Oshinoko, because I read Oshinoko and I can't spoil things for her, so I just don't talk to her about Oshinoko because she refuses to read it. Thank you, King, for the green super chat. Alright, so what are we getting? Gushing over Magical Girls Toka? I've already talked about Gushing over Magical Girls. It was on my debut slides. It was on my debut slide, you guys. I've already watched it. Season 2 when? Is there gonna be a season 2? That's all. No, Serena can read. I know she can. Yeah, it was airing. It was airing back then. I watched it as it came out. But I will say it's a little sussy. I wouldn't recommend it to many people. It's a little sussy. I don't know how to read. Serena is like, I don't know how to read, but then also she is a writer, so I know she can read. I also watched Sakura Trick. Now when back in like the days where I like watched a lot of anime when I was like younger, I also was watching a lot of shonen. Surprisingly, I feel like people wouldn't expect me to read and watch shonen. I actually watched a lot of shonen stuff. Cause I used to, so I've actually, I don't think it seems like I would. Thanks, Sarita. Thanks guys. I watched every single episode of Naruto, by the way. Every single episode of the original Naruto, I watched. I also watched the majority of Shippuden. I also watched the first couple of seasons of Bleach, like every episode. Oh yeah, I actually really love fillers in Naruto. I think the fillers are some of my favorite episodes. And I used to read a lot of I used to read a lot of Sasuke Sakura Sasusaku fanfiction. What can I say? Yep. Yep. Though my favorite character from Bleach is Rukia. And I actually I'm a really big fan of Sakura. Even though everyone finds her annoying, you know, get over it. She's cool. I applaud her resilience. Actually, I took a personality quiz. There's like a really long personality quiz that gives you what characters you are similar to across multiple types of media, and one of my top 3 was Rukia. I'm a huge fan of Rukia. Yeah, I mean, I liked a lot of different stuff. What's the quiz? I should find it. Maybe if I find it, I'll put it in, because it's like a... I took the quiz a long time ago, but it's a very specific long quiz. It's like a bunch of different fandoms are in it. It's like flesh people stuff, like is it this one? Let me see. Is it this one? Wait 1 second. I'm spamming. 1 second. I'm spamming a thing. Let me see. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a second. I think it was like this. It might have been this one. Okay, wait. I think it was this one. Here, I'll put this in the chat. What? Thank you, Trash. I'm happy you like the thumbnail. That's the quiz, I'm pretty sure. You should take that quiz. You should all take that quiz. It has 1,600 different characters from books, TV, and anime. Isn't that crazy? Books, TV, and anime. There were some things I was like, I've never heard of that before when I took it. But one of my top ones was Rukia, and I was like, wait, I know her. I was like, actually, wait, I know her. Yeah, are you an alpha or a beta? Come on. Now be honest. None of you could see the hand gesture I just did. Oh my god! Since it was a part of my donathon, I can talk about it. Guess what? No one's gonna guess what? That sucks. Oh, okay. Fine, don't guess what. I won't tell you then. I won't tell you at all. You won't get any information out of me then. That's fine, I was just joking. I got some progress back from my 3D model person. So it's in the works. Is that exciting for you? Assassin's Creed and chilling with Toka and the Crybabies, that's so funny. Assassin's Creed, I've never played that game. But yeah, I'm excited. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the tracking stuff still. Yeah, it was funded during my birthday donathon. There's finally progress being made. I'm not gonna backflip. I can't do that, but I mean, maybe there's like a... I don't know how to use Wadodo and those types of programs. Maybe there's a way to just make it backflip. I don't know how to backflip. I don't know how to backflip. And breaking my hips? I'm not gonna break my hips. What the heck are you talking about? My hips... You know, I've been doing clamshells at night. You guys should do it too. It actually helped a lot with my hip pain. Breakdance. I don't know about breakdancing. I can do tap dancing. I was considering bringing my tap board into my room because right now it's in like a storage closet. But I was thinking about bringing my tap board out. I could put on my shoes and tap dance. I haven't tap danced in like 4 years. But I'm sure it's something I can pull out of the hat and do some of it. I know the basics still. On a stage with your new model, I mean, I could try. Can you imagine? I put an open call out on Twitter. I'm like, VTubers who like Shakespeare, we're hosting a Shakespeare competition. Come here and do your best sonnet in 3D. And I just make people do their favorite Shakespeare sonnets in 3D, and I judge them. That's so niche. What are you talking about? No, it's not. Lots of high schools do Shakespeare competitions. Did your school not do that? My school did. I was a part of Shakespeare competition. It's not niche. It's just called being a theater kid. Clamshells are good. Well, it's good. It's not for your to get a burn. It's to give you like, it's to make your hips feel better, because I have a lot of hip pain because my job that I have is an office job, right? So I'm sitting at job. And I come home and I sit during stream. And I only really move around when I walk my dog and like dance for fun. So it's kind of like, it helps with hip pain from office work to do clamshells. And then I also roll my hips out every night with a foam roller. You would be surprised how many VTubers are actually ex-theater kids. I feel like a lot of VTubers I talk to actually used to do theater. Not professionally, but like, you know, at least in high school. I feel like a good portion of them did. I feel like even people you don't know or you wouldn't expect to at least like did a play at least once in their life. Like, I remember once I was talking to Lemmy about theater, and she told me about how she actually did one play when she was a kid. And I was like, that's crazy. I didn't think you would do that. Improv is fun. Improv is fun. A long list of the VTuber community. Yeah, I'm gonna do a gigantic. Can I speak English? I'm gonna do a gigantic call out post. Be like, theater kids, come here. Psst, psst, psst. Come here. How many theater kids have ADHD? Have you ever talked to a theater kid? Have you ever talked to theater kids? I don't think I ever had any friends who were in theater who didn't have some sort of neurodivergency or mental illness. I'll be so honest with you. Not that it's mentally ill to do theater, it's just a very large overlap. Oh, my eyes. Oh my god, my eye. They're so itchy. Ugh. Sorry, I was just holding my... I'm drinking a Celsius right now. I was holding the Celsius can to my eye to try to cool it off. Oh, my eyes. I'm like holding my Celsius can there to like cool my eyes off. It'll be less itchy. Do you guys do that a lot? I do that. When I have like a cold drink and my eyes get really itchy, I hold a cold drink to it. I hold the can to my eye. Sometimes I do it in public and then people look at me weird. Like sometimes when I'm in public, I just hold my water bottle to my eye. And people just kind of look at me weird because I'm just like holding a bottle to my eye. Oh. My eye. It feels so nice. To your eye? Yeah, I hold the bottle, like the can or the bottle, like I just hold it at my eye because it's cold. No, on my eye. Like I close my eye and then I put it on my eyelid. I can't hear Celsius and not think of another VTuber drink that has 400 milligrams of caffeine regularly on the daily. Really? Why would you drink that much caffeine? I only drink 1 Celsius per day. 1 Celsius. How much caffeine is that? Not nearly that much. Like 50 milligrams? Oh, 200. Oh. It said I'm 70. Put it in my general right now. In my general right now. Right now. Can you imagine if I also do a Brain Implosion Energy cover and then I have Serena do the part that she had me do for her? Can you imagine if I did that? No waste! Guys, everyone, I have important information for you. Very important information. Senbei-san, SVP, DM'd me and told me he took the test, the character test that I put in the chat. Senbei took it. And he got he's an 87% match to Ender Wiggin from Ender's Game. I was like, that's so funny. Actually, that's pretty fitting. I love Ender. Well, I read only the first book. It is amazing. I can't believe he actually got a character that I knew. Yeah, I used to read the I read the Ender's Game, the first book, for fun when I was in school. Yeah, I think the first one was the best one to me, at least in my opinion, for when I read. Well, I only read the first one. I tried to read the second one and it was boring, so I didn't finish it. But I'm gonna take the test now. I should just take it. You guys keep taking it. I should take it. Okay, guys, I need your input. Am I a dunce or a genius? JK, I don't need your input. I'm a 100% genius. I'm just joking. I'm like... I'm just joking. I'm like, I don't know. Like... Maybe I'm like a 65% genius? 36% dunce? I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty smart, guys. What can I say? I'm pretty smart. I can't spell, but that doesn't matter. I can't spell, but that doesn't matter because there's spell check now. So really, my spelling doesn't impact anything except for when I misspell my name during video games, and it's happened more than once. You got Bean from Ender's Game, 81%. That's crazy. That's cool. Yeah, you know, you can get 2 degrees and not be that smart. My first degree was in theater. My first degree, my BFA is in musical theater. That didn't take much to do to get. It just took going to school. I wouldn't say I was that smart. I just had to memorize things and perform. You know? I just had to memorize things, perform. 85% Atticus Finch is crazy. Damn, you a genius, Insomnia? You a genius lawyer out there? Haunted or blissful? I'm definitely not blissful. Thank you, Kigokaze, for the green super. Pretty and smarter words to describe Toga. Thanks, King. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Am I blissful or haunted? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm 100% alpha. Sorry. I'm not gonna be a liar. I was gonna be a liar, but I'm not a liar. Me when I auto slide it to 100 on alpha. I'm an alpha, 100% actually. No one's more alpha than me. I'm not a needy beta, I'm a caring beta. I've got caring beta so many times on that quiz. Am I bossy or meek? Well, I'm certainly not meek. Well, I'm not 100% bossy. Am I loiter? Loiter? Am I loiter? When it says loyal or traitorous, am I loiter or traitor? I'd say I'm pretty loyal. Am I a nerd? Am I a nerd or a jock? Obviously I'm 100% a jock. Am I sarcastic or genuine? I don't think I've ever sarcasmed before, have I? Do I sarcasm? Am I sarcastic? Oh my god, am I wild or tame? I'm 100% wild! I'm so wild! I'm the wildest of the SPP. I'm so wild. That's not true, I'm actually really tame. I'm pretty frugal, actually. Am I spiritual or skeptical? I'm pretty spiritual. Am I deep or shallow? I'm pretty deep. I social or reclusive? I'm just gonna leave that at 50-50. Am I selfish or altruistic? I'm pretty altruistic. Am I masculine or feminine? Pretty feminine, I think. I wear skirts like every single day. Am I deranged or reasonable? I'm pretty reasonable. Am I orderly or chaotic? I'm pretty much in the middle. Am I obedient or rebellious? I'm pretty obedient. Am I an outlaw or a sheriff? I'm probably a sheriff. Am I creative or conventional? I'm pretty creative. You sound pretty congested. Am I sick? No, I just have allergies. Pretty tame. X to doubt. What do you mean, X to doubt? I'm not a rebellious person. I like to follow rules. I'm a pretty good rule follower. I didn't like to break rules when I was in school. What are you guys not? Are you all rule delinquents? Are you all delinquents in my chat? Did you guys break a lot of rules? Well, you can be a delinquent online and like be an obedient person in the freaking in person. Like an example, right? I'm pretty obedient. I'm a pretty rule follower, but when I was in high school, I used to, you know, sneak a little bit of, you know, some whiskey into my Arizona iced tea bottle and bring it to campus, okay? So it's like but I was on campus, so. And I only snuck off campus sometimes. And only during a class where I knew my teacher wasn't gonna report me. And I went to my rest of my classes, you know, I came back. So I was pretty much a rule follower because I was mostly there and I mostly followed all of the rules. I just broke them sometimes and in very small increments. My school didn't actually have hall passes. They just asked us, they were like, if you want to go, just go. And I'd be like, okay. If it's cost efficient, I guess that's true. If it's cost efficient, why not? Arcane or mainstream? What the frick does that mean? Arcane or mainstream? Arcane? Sigma rule breaker. Actually, I would feel worse about stepping on grass that I was told not to step on than bringing alcohol to school. I would feel worse skipping, I would feel worse stepping on the grass than skipping class. I don't know why. You know? They asked me not to step on the grass. And the grass could get hurt if I step on it, but like, skipping class, it's like, well, who cares? You know? Guys, what does it mean? What does it mean, arcane versus mainstream? Word meaning. Mysterious or secret? Oh, popular versus non-popular. Yeah, I think I'm pretty arcane. I don't know a lot of mainstream things. Feisty or gracious? I think I'm pretty gracious. Creepy or disarming? I don't think I'm creepy. Charming or awkward? I think I'm pretty charming, actually, 100%. I've never been awkward in my life! Slovenly or stylish? Sniffle. One middle Asking diversity versus everybody is being the same. Yeah. Mysterious or secret? Juvenile or mature? I'm pretty mature. Blue collar or ivory tower? What the frick does that mean? Ivory tower? What? What does that even mean? Are you a rich kid or a poor kid? What's poor kid about having a blue collar? Isn't blue collar like... thought that was just like middle class. So like, are you middle class or not? Oh, I'm like basically a blue collar worker. Having 2 degrees does not mean that you have a lot of money or that you have a good job. I'm just gonna say that right now. This does not guarantee you anything if you have 2 degrees. That's true, you can be a plumber and make bank. Strict or lenient? I'm pretty strict, actually. Indulgent or sober? Indulgent or sober? I'm a little indulgent. Poisonous or nurturing? I'm pretty nurturing. Angelic or demonic? I don't know about that. Adventurous or stuck in the mud? I'm a pretty big stuck in the mud person, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm fresh. I clean myself. Only. Artistic or scientific? I'm pretty artistic. Ugh, my nose. High tech or low tech? Low tech. Emotional or logical? Logical. Formal or intimate? Intimate. Who the frick is this? This is not the same person I got last time. Who is this? There's no way. Is this for real? No way. Is this for real? Are we real about this? Oh no. No, computer, don't die. Why is it frozen? Come on. Don't be frozen. Google. Google. Don't freeze. Okay, okay, I need at least to get a screenshot of this before it freezes. Okay, let's zoom out first so I can get it in the picture. Snipping tool. Grab that. Put this in my chat with Yui so I can send it later just in case because I want to get more results. And then we're gonna look at my complete match list. YouTube. What is Jonas Conwald? Hey, I want this list. How do I do that? There we go. Oh, why I? Guys, it's over for me. Okay, let's look at the first 25. Ugh. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna ask them to put this in my general. Mods, help. Hello, mods. Mods, can you send this to my general? Copy image. My eyes are just destroying me today. I feel like they're just so about why mods are needed to mediate talent posts. I think it's just smarter to have it that way. We shouldn't be just like talking with you guys freely in the Discord, so it's better to just, if we want to have something posted, they just send it for us. What is Fox Muddler? What's that from? Yeah, it's important, I think. Like, if you want to talk with the talents, you should just watch their streams. Then you could just watch the stream and talk to them. Don't look at my Discord. Talk to me on my stream. I'm dying. What's happening? Ugh. Did it get posted? Can you guys see it? Did it get posted? Professor Oak? That's crazy. Yippee! The way Tempo wrote Clarity's results in asterisk sniffle. The way I have Marmy March from Little Woman. Hello, Marmy March? You mean the mother? Do you mean mom? I'm not a mom. Do I act like a mother? I said, do I act like a mom? I guess Perry always says I'm the mom of SVP. Why? I don't take care of nobody. Eliza Hamilton. The Oracle from the Matrix. I don't even know what that is. Rosalind Walker. Who the frick is that? Perry does? Yeah. Perry always says I'm the mom of the generation. And I was like, why? I'm just a baby. These matches seem pretty old coded, not gonna. Ah! My ASMRs. I haven't done an ASMR in so long. I probably should do another one, but then it required me to set up my ASMR mic again. That's literally the only reason I haven't done another ASMR. That and my, like, how it pisses me off when, like, the background noise is just so loud because of my PC fans, and I'm always discouraged. Because I'm always like, bruh. I'm always like, bro. When I listen back, I'm like, why are my fans so freaking loud? I wish you guys could see how my eyes look right now. It's kind of crazy. They're like swollen a little bit. There's like tears in my eyes. My eyes are tearing up because of how itchy they are. You sound like you're getting hit by allergies hard. I am. This is just how it is. You know, I already took Nasacort today. So I don't really know what's happening. I took Nasacort. It's supposed to be better than, like, when I take... it's supposed to be better for you than when I take Zyrtec, theoretically, in theory. In theory, not in practice. But that's what it is, I guess. Who's the crybaby now? Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching from breaking each vow? It's sad that you're sorry now. Did you see that, do you clear the air with the air purifier? Yeah, I have my... Why is my air purifier... Why is it... I wonder if you guys will hear it now. Oh. But yes, I have air purifiers in every room of my apartment that are on 24/7. I never turn them off. So I have a very high electricity bill. I do pay a pretty high electricity bill because I never turn my air purifiers off. The only time they get turned off, actually they never do, because my roommate and I are almost always, like, one of us is always home. Yeah, I clean the filters every 3 months, 3 to 6 months. Do they use that much electricity? Well, if there's 4 of them. Are you guys always smoking something in there? No, I don't know if you could tell, I have phenomenally bad allergies. Even with an air purifier in every room, I still have bad allergies. Because there's one in my room, there's one in my roommate's room, there's one in the living room, and there's one at the side area where the kitchen is. Air purifiers? No, I just collected them over the years. I kept getting new ones for Christmas for my parents. The first one I got, so I have a story for each of my... Wait, list? What universe? Really? That's crazy, what? Oh, I could do like all anime. I could do like classic literature, comedy, prestige, TV. Who is this lady? Why is this another mom? But, so, I have a story for each of my air purifiers. So, the first air purifier I ever got as a gift was when I was in my first year of college. I was in a dorm for the first time. It was the first time I was ever away from my family. And I had a roommate, and I was having pretty bad allergies. And actually, I get a notification on my phone that there was a gift for me at the lobby. And so I went downstairs to go see my gift. And it was from my mother, actually. She had sent me an air purifier. And I remember this very vividly because I was in the middle of watching a playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club. I was like, so my roommate had already left for winter break, and I was just staying an extra 2 days before I flew home. And I got a random ping that there was a delivery for me in the lobby, and it was for my mom, and I had no idea what it was. And I was like, I messaged my mom, and I was like, Mom, what did you send me? She was like, you'll see. Very ominous. And I went up. Well, no, my mom, like, sends me boxes sometimes. She sends me, like, care packages, but I went up to my dorm and I opened the box and it was an air purifier, and she was like, surprise! Hopefully now when I call you with your father, you won't sound so bad. So I turned it on, and actually, like, my allergies got a lot better. Like, I mean, it was still, like, I still had them, but they weren't as bad, because at that point, I had no pets, and the space was very small, so it was pretty easy to keep clean, and it was, like, the whole air in the room changed from, like, kind of stale to, like, super fresh. So I really appreciated that gift. Then the second one I got was when I moved into my first apartment with 2 other friends, and I was like, I think I needed a bigger air purifier, because the first one I have is kind of small, so that's why that one is in the small, like, side kitchen space. So this one I was like, well, I think I need a bigger one that can go into my, like, bedroom, because my bedroom was bigger, honestly, than my dorm was, kind of. And I had a cat at that point, so I was like, I think I need, like, a better air purifier. So I found this really nice Honeywell one, but it was, like, a little too out of my price range for my money that I was making. So I told my parents about it. And so for Christmas that year, I got a they gave me a card for Christmas, like, you know, like a card. I opened the card and it's like a little cute note, and then there's a picture of the receipt for the air purifier that I wanted. So they got me the air purifier, and they gave me a Costco gift card for Christmas. So that's how I got my second air purifier. And then I got my third one because I moved into my second apartment ever, and I wanted a bigger one for the living room. Because at that point I had accumulated a dog. So I had a dog and a cat. I'm allergic to both. And so but the one I wanted, it was bigger, so it could clean a bigger space, because I wanted it for the living room. But it also costed a little bit more money, and so I was worried about it. My parents were like, you're really suffering, so we're just gonna buy it for you. And I said, oh, thank you. And so they bought me my living room air purifier. And then the newest one I have right now, which is the one that's in my room right now, it was just a gift that my parents just sent me because they bought it for their house, and they were like, it's so good, like, we're just gonna send it to you. So they just bought me one because they were so impressed by it that they just gave me one. They were like, this is an amazing air purifier, here. And they just sent me one. It's my favorite one. It's the one in my room. It's the one that it basically, unless you set it to a specific setting, it will change the amount that it purifies the air based on the quality of your air. so it honestly can tell, like, if I vacuum, it turns it up to be more powerful because it can sense that there's particles being thrown into the air, so it gets stronger. And when I clean my cat's litter, it actually gets stronger because it can sense the particles from me scooping the litter. And like, when the air quality is worse, it gets higher too. So it's very cool. I'm sure tonight, due to the 4th of July, when there's like fireworks and stuff, I'm sure that the air purifier will turn itself to a higher setting as well. So it's really cool. I really like it. And it's very silent, which I really enjoy because I have a hard time sleeping when there's noise. So I do like that this one is pretty silent, and that's why it's also in this room, because since I stream like normally, I don't want there to be a lot of excess noise in the background. So this one's probably the quietest air purifier that we have in the house. So I do enjoy that feature as well. I just have noise canceling earphones. I can't sleep with stuff touching my head. I just want it to be like completely silent when I sleep, ideally. I mean, I can sleep with a little bit of noise, but I mean, I also snore, though, but that's what Yui says. But those are my 4 air purifiers. I recommend the one I have in my room, which is a Winix. It's from Costco. Surprising you can position your head with those horns. Well, I am a god, so I'm a bit get to my level, as they say. And then I like my Honeywell one, the one that I use for my living room. That one's really strong. It's very loud though, but it cleans the air real fast. And it has 3 different power modes and a nighttime mode and different light modes for how bright it is as well, which is really cool. If you have allergies, I consider air purifiers to be a surprisingly important investment. Because I mean, I have 4 of them and I still have horrible allergies. Like, I can only imagine if I didn't have them how much worse they would be. Actually, I've had times where I haven't had them. It gets pretty bad. Time for 8. Yeah, can you imagine? I have one for each. Every 10 square feet, there's another air purifier. Can you imagine? That'd be so funny. I mean, I clean them. It's just, there's a lot of fur. Like, my cat sheds a lot, you know? She sheds so much. I honestly think it's my cat, because my dog is, he has, like, poodle-y sort of fur. Or I guess because he's, like, poodle mix, it's, like, technically hair. But, so he doesn't really shed. But my cat sheds a lot. I looked up wearable air purifiers, actually. I did look them up. Because I was considering buying a portable small one to bring with me when I travel. And basically, you can get them, but they basically don't do anything because of how small they are. Basically, they can't do anything. When I try to make your room pet-free or be too difficult with them, there's the reason that my room cannot be pet-free is that my room is where the litter box is, because we can't fit it in the bathroom, and we can't fit it in the living room. So it has to be in my room. And I can't, like, have it be pet-free but have the litter box in, because then I don't know how else my cat would go to the restroom. It's also, my room is where I feed my cat, because, I have a baby gate. Both of the rooms. So me and my roommate both have baby gates, because that way, the dog can't get into both of our rooms. If my dog is in here, it's because I let him in here. But like when I leave to go to work and stuff, I have the baby gate up. because I don't want him to go in and out. So it's only like if he opens the door and I'm streaming normally, my gate isn't up, but like he's theoretically not technically allowed in here a lot of the time. I just take pity on him sometimes because he's very pitiable. And he's not allowed on my bed, and he knows that. He's never tried to go on my bed because he tried once when I first got him. I got really upset. He doesn't go. He's very smart, so he knows he's not allowed on the bed. Only animal allowed on the bed is the cat. And her food is in here, and her litter box is in here. It's unfortunately just how it is. If I had a house, it'd be different, because there'd be like a lot of space. So I probably would have like a room that I dedicate just to like the pets and stuff. We had that when I was growing up. My house growing up, there was a bathroom on the first floor that was dedicated to animals, and so I had cats growing up too. So the animal bathroom when I had growing up in my house, it had a shelf for all of the dead animals. So like there was a shelf in there. The top layer of the shelf had all of the urns with the cat with dog like urns and memorabilia, so like their paw prints. And then the second shelf had like the food and the grooming items, and the third shelf had like cleaning item. And then next to the shelf was the 2 litter boxes for the cats. And no one went into that bathroom to use it. It kind of just became where the cats were fed, had their litter box, and then like the dead pet shelf and the pet stuff that we were using, materials wise. And then there was next to it, sorry, not next to it, after those 2 cats passed away was when I got my rats. And so for a while it was an empty, unused bathroom. And then one of my rats got really sick and we had to build a secondary enclosure, so that whole room became a rat enclosure, because we got like these like the little like kids gates. We made like a big circular thing with the kids gates, put the main tower for the rats in the middle, and then put mesh netting over it so that the rats had like a gigantic area. Because when one of my rats got sick, she became unable to climb, so she needed more square footage. Because normally rats, you can have like a tall cage so that they can have vertical square foot, you know? But because one of my rats, the other one could climb, but the other rat who was sick, she couldn't climb anymore. So we made her a big enclosure so that she could run around in that bathroom with like the big square footage with the gate. And so they both had like a gigantic, yeah, it was like a big castle. And we put 2 tarps at the bottom. And so when I would clean the gigantic thing with them, I'd put them in like a carrying cage. And then we would take the tarp outside, spray the tarp down, scrub the tarps. There's 2 tarps. Bring out the cage, clean out the cage. I would scrub the cage, and I would clean their litter box because my rats had a litter box. And we bring it back. We rebuild the castle every single time. I really liked having rats. They're great pets. I was allergic to them though, so it's kind of hard because whenever I play with them, I'd have to wear long sleeves. So normally I would wear a hoodie. And they would come and they would sit in my hoodie, they would sit in my pocket, inside my jacket sleeve, in my hood. They're very cute animals. I love rats. But I was also very allergic to them, and their little skittery paws would always like leave welts along my skin, because if they pricked my skin, I would get an allergic reaction. That was a lot of my pets though. That's still my pets actually. My cat, every time she like digs the little bit of her claw into my skin, I get a welt. I have a lot of welts from my cat. Is there an animal I'm not allergic to? I think potentially, I don't know. I don't think I'm allergic to reptiles. Maybe. I might not be allergic to reptiles. Yeah, or amphibians, I don't know. But I'm sure I'd be allergic to their enclosure. Because I'm allergic to mold and mildew and certain plants. What about horses? I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to horses. Because I assume that having a horse would have fur. Because horses actually shed a lot. Horses shed a lot. That's why they have very specific brushes for when you have to brush horses, because they have a lot of fur, but you have to like scrape it off a certain way. If it has fur, I'm probably allergic to it, I think. Because, well, it's not technically fur, it's the proteins in their sweat that collect in the fur, and the fur is basically what pushes that all around. You can be allergic to basically anything. I mean, there are people who are allergic to the sun. Like, you can be allergic to most things, actually, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there are people allergic to, like, silicone, plastic. Like, you can be allergic to basically everything. If it's... Animal cuteness is worth the allergies. It's true! It's really true. That's how I feel about my pets. It's... I like them a lot. I don't think I could be without them, so... I just deal with it. I'd probably be better if I vacuumed. I need to vacuum. I just haven't had time recently to do that. So, I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't. Well, I mean, if there's dried sweat and salt crystals, I'm probably allergic to those, right? Because it's not the fur itself. It's that the fur carries those particles from the animal into the air. Like, I'm not technically allergic to cat fur. I'm allergic to the saliva that's on their fur because they lick their fur and the fur gets pushed around the air and then the fur interacts with your body and then you have an allergic reaction to it. You know? It's like theoretically how it works. This is how it's done. You miss raising horses? In what anime? No way Vanali got Shinji Ikari. That's so funny. Is Shinji bad? Not necessarily. He's just a very interesting character. My closest anime character was Obake from Steins Gate. What is my closest anime character? Let me check my results that I sent you guys. Reread that. What? I'm interesting, not like this. Ender's Game. Katara? I mean, that's not an anime character. Nugget's closest character? Nugget. Where's that? Nugget's closest character. Where is it? Yeah, we theoretically were supposed to be working. And it didn't happen. Where is Nugget's one? Oh god. Obake. You mean like Obake Pam? When did I read Nuggets one? Literally, actually, you tell me when? I was looking at Hoban Washburn. Wait, when did I read Nuggets? When was that? When did I read that? I looked at Shinji Ikari and I looked at Hoban Washburn. A few minutes ago. You said, guys, I don't remember what I said 5 seconds ago. What am I reading? Where's the first anime character in this? I guess Avatar is the first one. I have Katara. Katara. Would you say I'm Katara-like? Would you, could you? Manali saying thanks for the quick fact. From Avatar, yes, from Avatar. That's one of my answers. My first anime character answer. The other one is Iroh. Would you say I'm like Uncle Iroh? Would you say I'm like Uncle Iroh? No way, you just said yeah. You think I'm like Uncle Iroh? How? Because he's old? No, I drink copious amounts of energy drinks though. Does that count? Was a good storyteller? Am I a good storyteller? I feel like I just randomly say things and hope that it makes sense. Do I actually tell good stories? I feel like my stories are kind of boring. I will say though, I really cooked with this shoes filter. I really cooked. Guys, tell me I cooked. Do you think that this shoes filter looks really good? I feel like this makes my model look like phenomenally good. I don't really know why, but I think the shoes filter specifically looks really good. Hi, Big Papa John! Hi! This is like, I want you all to know that I labeled this filter in Shoost. Like, cause in Shoost you have to like, fiddle with different, like parts of the program to make, like a visual light filter. And I labeled this one when I saved it to my computer so I could keep reusing it. I labeled this filter Yuri. So this is my Yuri filter. This is the Yuri filter. It's to match this background, because this background is like the parfait department. Every time Yui and I are in something together and we've had to film like a thing of us talking, or we like did a stream where the two of us were together, it's always in this apartment. So I named this the Yuri setting because this is for the Yuri apartment. This is the parfait department. You know? I like that Big Papa John's reaction was, oh, to hearing about a Yuri apartment. Why? I wasn't looking closely, I thought it was a classroom. It's not a classroom! It's a apartment. It's like an apartment complex. Like there's the couch, there's the kitchen, there's the refrigerator, there's the window to the open skylight. I want adventure in the great white somewhere. Yuri filter, but Toka has no filter. I have a filter. I try my best not to say the F word. I try to say flip instead of fuck. Oops, sorry. Oh my god, guys, I went to the beach yesterday. And I got I went to the beach yesterday to relax. I actually took a rest day yesterday. Well, I told myself yesterday that I would... Yeah, it's a retroactive filter. I swear and then I apologize for it. So it's like it never happened, right? Because I apologized. So I went to the beach yesterday because I was like, I'm gonna take a restorative rest day where I don't work at all. So I went on a walk and I went to the beach for like 4 hours. I just laid there with my little tent. It's my FU tent. Because I have a half tent that I take to the beach where it's like, you know those tents where it's like half a tent and then like you can like set your towel down on it because it has like a tarp basically on the inside. But it's not like a full tent, it's just a half tent. So I have a half tent, right? Went to the beach with my half tent and I set it up, but the sun was so strong that the sun still went inside my half tent. So I would like cuddle into the corner where there was like no sun so I could like be in the shade, but there was still sun. So I did my best to I tanned a bit. I went back, my roommate picked me up from the beach because she finished work and then drove to pick me up. And she was like, you got a tan. I was like, really? I'm only sunbathing for like 4 hours. So I got a tan. And I read 73 pages of a book and just relaxed, but it was so hot because there was like no air, there was no wind chill, so it was just like freaking so hot. But I didn't get sunburned because I was wearing sunscreen, so I just tanned. I have a little bit of tan lines on my back because of my swimsuit, because I was wearing my swimsuit to the beach. It was really nice. The sun was really warm. It was really nice to hear the ocean waves. And it was very relaxing and meditative. Very meditative. Certified lizard? And I did feel like a lizard, actually. I felt a lot like a lizard. And it was so funny. I could tell I was bothering. There was like this couple next to me on the beach, and I could tell I was bothering them whenever I drank out of my water bottle. Because I had got there was a nice food place across the street from the beach, so I got food before I went to the beach so I could eat in my little tent. And I got a water bottle, right? Because I was like, I should be hydrated because it's so hot. And it was like, you know those plastic water bottles that crinkle a little bit? I was like really bothering this couple, and I didn't feel bad because I was like, you guys should not be so bothered by this. But like every time I pulled the water bottle out to like drink water and it crinkled a bit, I could see them turn their eyes to look at me. Like I would just pull my water bottle out to drink it, they'd be like, and they would look at me. I was like, why are you so bothered? I'm just drinking water. I wasn't even making that much noise. I was just opening a plastic water bottle. But every time I would like crinkle my little water bottle, they'd be like looking at me. I was like, why are you so bothered? Chill out, bro. Crinkling your water bottle in my general direction? It was so crazy. I was like, why are you so bothered by this? This does not include you. I'm drinking water. And then there was this guy who sat near my tent, and I was literally like, what do you want? I mean, I recycled it later. Oh no, I was like, it's not that loud. There was this guy, oh my god, who pissed me off. Because he was like, you know those guys who like, you're like, oh, you're just here to scope out, like, you're like trying to get attention? There was this guy who sat near my tent, and I could tell that he wasn't reading. It was one of those people, you know? You know? Where he like sat near my tent, and he pulled out... No, he didn't try to talk to me, thank god. I was in my tent, but I could see him from my tent. You know? And I could tell he was there to like look at women and potentially talk to women, because he came and he sat on like the rocks area, but he was like, you know, people who like you could tell they're like sitting a certain way or standing a certain way to get you to look at them. Because he was sitting / standing in this way where I was like, I know that's not comfortable, bro. First of all, I knew it wasn't comfortable because it was like so contorted, but it was like very like model like. And then he pulls out this book, right? And he puts he's holding the book with the page, right? And then he's like, you cannot see how I'm posing right now, so it makes no sense that I'm posing for you. I don't know why I do that. But he was like, he was like holding the book, and he had his like face like this. Like he was like holding his face up, right? Looking down at his pages. And he put he was like putting his other arm to like his chin, like he was thinking in deep complexity. And he would just like hold this pose and like look at the page and like look like he was reading, and he would look up and he would look back on his book. And then like it would take, and then like he would be looking at it for so long. I was like, there's no way in hell you're taking that long to read 2 pages. And then like after a while he would like flip the page. I was like I was like watching this guy from my tent, like, what are you doing, bro? And like he like was only there for like 30 minutes. I was like, there is no way you came to this beach to stand here for 30 minutes to not really read and then leave. I was like, he was definitely trying to find out to see if there was a girl he could talk to, or like to get girls to look at him and potentially talk to him. Because I was like, there was no way that you came all the way out. Like, this beach that I went to was not a popular beach. It's like one of those secret beaches that you have to know about to go to. So I went to the little beach to hang out. But I was like, I was watching this guy, I was like, you were just hoping that you can get a girl's attention. I wasn't even reading! I was like, no person sits like that, holds a hand to their chin, and reads a book, and like barely reads a book. Especially not for 30 minutes. Not worth it going to a beach for that. And he was like shirtless, wearing like swim shorts and everything, but he never went to the water. I was like, what are you doing? He didn't have anything else but his book, by the way. He had no bag, just swim trunks, probably his phone in his pocket, and a book. I was like, hello? He didn't even pull a phone out. No bag, no fanny pack, no towel, not even a beach towel. He just came to look kind of academic against the rocks, I guess. I was like, okay. Interesting choice. It was kind of funny. No towel to a beach is pretty crazy. I don't think he actually went to the beach to enjoy the beach, that's why. I think he was trying to look at ladies. Probably. He looked kind of like a narcissist. I was like, hello. I was like, hello. I'm just gonna sit in my little tent and watch. It was interesting watching people too. Hi, Freeman. I don't know why I say what I just said. Freeman. Hi. Free him up, as they say. I know, and then like it was so interesting to like be at the beach and people watch as well, because I also saw so many families. I was like, if I Freeman, you do free? Did I call you wrong saying Freeman? Is it Freeman? What's it called? The families at the beach. I was like, I think if I ever had a kid, I would for sure, really, like for sure, need to bring a umbrella or have a bigger mini tent, because there were so many families that just like brought their kids. There was no shade. This beach has no shade. Free moon. Okay, free moon. I remember free moon. You need a base take, kids. Let me show you. It's true though, because like there was no shade at the beach I went to, but like all of these families brought their kids with like no cooler for water, no umbrella, no tent. I was like, your kids are gonna get sunburned, bro. It was so hot. It was no wind. It was scorching. One of the kids I heard go up to their parent and be like, I'm kind of thirsty. And the parents were like, we have no water or juice, so you're gonna have to wait till we go home. I was like, can you imagine taking your kids to the beach and not bringing water? Every time I went to the beach as a kid, we brought our little cooler and we had bottles of water and we had juice and snack and floaty and we had Gordon Freemoon. And we always went near the shade when we would set up. That's important. You gotta stay hydrated, guys. You should make sure. I mean, I don't stay hydrated anymore, but when I go to the sun, I'm always hydrated. Because my parents were very well, my dad was a surfer, so he was always very aware of like the important things of being near the ocean. So like every time we would go to the ocean, if we were walking to set up and he saw that there was no one at the lifeguard tower, he'd always be like, guys, not here. And so he would make us walk even once we walked like 20 minutes from the car because we kept going to different areas near the lifeguard tower and there'd be no lifeguard, and so he'd be like, not here, and we'd keep walking. Because every time we went to the beach, we had to set up near the shade, near the lifeguard tower. And there had to be a lifeguard on duty, because he was always really paranoid that something would happen, and we would need the lifeguard. Can you do trick? My dad was just a casual surfer, but he went basically every morning when I was growing up. He went almost every morning to the beach when I grew up, so he could surf with his friends. Because him and his friends would all wake up, like, at the crack of dawn to go to surf, because that's when it wasn't busy, and it was before they had work. So I would always hear him leaving, like, early, like, before I even went to school, he would go to the beach and come back for, like, he'd go for, like, an hour and a half to go surf in the morning. Yeah, my father was very responsible, so was my mother. Okay. But yeah, we went to the beach a lot when I was growing up. Well, when I was a kid, I liked to go to the beach. When I went to like high school, I stopped enjoying the beach as much, but before that, I went to the beach all the time with my father. My mother didn't like to go to the beach as much because she didn't like being in the sun as much, and she like would always be like, well, I'm busy like cooking and cleaning, so normally she'd stay at home and my dad and I would go to the beach. But I was always a water child growing up. I loved the water. I loved swimming. I can't surf, so I would like swimming, just laying in the water, laying in the sun. I'm very much a sun person. I love the sun. I have a lot of friends now, though, that love the rain, and I don't understand it. I, in fact, don't get it. I am, in fact, someone who does not get it. Happy 4th of July! Water fairy type? I would love to be water fairy type. I just saw something in our SVP general that makes me excited. I guess you'll see the excitement during our 4th of July cover that will come out when we raid into it in like an hour. Not to hype you up again. Not to hype you up again, but just about an hour, a little bit less than an hour before you get to see something really cool. Just gonna say it. Only 44 minutes until you see something really cool. Isn't that exciting? Thanks for the hourly. I will say, I've been rewatching the music video ever since we got to see it. Because I just like it so much, so... You know? And Serena and I got to work on the scripting and the harmonies again for it, so that was also really fun. I really enjoy... I mean, I haven't done any work, actually. This became a Zatsu. I don't know why... That wasn't the goal of the stream. It's just what ended up happening. I told myself that I was gonna only talk to you guys for 20 minutes, and then we were gonna start the timer for 20 minutes of work, and then we were gonna do another 10 minutes talking, and then 20 minutes, and then it didn't happen, it became a Zatsu. Oopsie. I'll probably change the title after the stream. Toka, we're already looking at something cool. What do you mean, Depop John? I don't understand. A sniff of ASMR? It's not sniffing ASMR! Can you not hear the background music? Oh my god, wait. Can you not hear the background music this whole time? Has it been Has it been Has it been quiet? Oh, okay, good. That wasn't me. You didn't hear that. I didn't sneeze 3 times in a row. That didn't happen. Everyone was confused. What do you mean? What do you mean I was... Did you know one day I'm not gonna sneeze anymore? I think one day it's not gonna. I think one day it's gonna stop. Yes. Yes. I believe in it. I Nice glasses, dork! What the heck? Duction, what? What do you mean? Dork? Who said that? Why would you say that? Fine, you don't want me to wear glasses? Fine. I'll take them off then. I don't need them. I don't need glasses. I just put those on for fun because I thought I was gonna do work and then I didn't do any work. You don't like the glasses? I'll remove them. Did those glasses just vanish into your face? Yeah, they did. I kinda like the glasses, dork. What the heck? I liked them, bring them back. Do you prefer that I wear the glasses over not wearing my glasses? Why? But do you hate how I look without my glasses? Why? What's wrong with my normal face? Those glasses don't even turn with my head well. There's no winning? Yeah, there isn't a winning. I just put you into a girl's trap. Do you not like my glasses, or do you like how I look without them, or do you like me with them on? Which one? Or do you think I'm ugly when I take them off? Yes, because people who don't need glasses shouldn't wear them? That's crazy. You look very token either way. Thank you, Big Papa John. You can only appreciate something once it's gone. That's so true. The grass is always greener on the other side. You're having a hunch. 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 Sorry, that's a lyric from that's from Suzuko the Musical, Having a Hunch, sung by the Cat in the Hat. What are the other ones that I have right now? I have these. I have these circle glasses. These are my other glasses. And then, though I feel like circle glasses fit like Hio better than me. And then I have these ones. I have these. These are my shades. You know? Did you know I specifically downloaded these for the all-star number in the so for what do you call the Fool's Fanfare? There was like the ending number all-star, and she asked us to do like something funny, and so I downloaded these shades so that I could be cool. I have... What's this? Oh, it's blood. What are these? Oh, those are dog ears. What is these? Oh. This is the white version, I guess. Oh, I can do this. It's my alpha wolf. See, this is my alpha wolf. Do you like alpha wolf? Yeah, it's very alpha, right? It kind of looks like Balto's mom, right? Doesn't it kind of look like Balto's mom? Oh my god, Big Papa John, you want to see my you want to see what that my because you like Hiyori Mokami, do you want to see my Hiyori Mokami sister cosplay? You want to see it? I do think this makes me look like Balto's mom. Yes, this is true. And Balto's mom is very hot. But I'm not hot. I'm cute. But... Where's my... Oh, wait. I need to do... So it needs to go... I do this. First I have to go to do this. And do... This. And then do... Wait. This version. Don't I look like a Mokami sister? I sent this to Hio and she was like, you look like you would be in like the Mokami clan, and I was like, yeah, I know. Me when Lynn needs help to bully her and I show up. Oh yeah, you wanna bully Hiyori Mokami? Don't worry. I'll help you, queen. Let me take off my alt hair. There we go. Sometimes I have like things that I set up just for like one stream and I completely forget what they are. Like this one. This was for my ASMR stream I did that with as a cat. My cat one. Then I had... Like I have the beige cat one. Oh wait, I need to do that one I need to change my hair. Like I have this beige one. I'm surprised you still have all of them. Well, I programmed them into my stream deck. So, unless I like take them off the stream deck, they just sit there. Because it's like you have to make toggle scenes in your stream deck, and like it takes a while, honestly. So it's like it takes a lot of time. Because especially for my model, I have a lot of layers, so I have to change each of the layers and then apply it to all of the different parts of my model, and then save it so it doesn't disappear, so that I can also easily toggle them back on. This one reminds me a lot of Kara from Supergirl, but a cat. And then I also have this one. This is my red cat. I mean, what if I add this red cat and then I do... I look like a different character, don't I? I feel like this one looks very different from me. What if I did this one? What if I did this one? Crazy. Or I could just look like this. 90s anime. I'm not like the 90s anime. What else do I have? Oh, see, I still have like this. Oh, shoot. I still have like, oh, why don't they show up? Oh, I guess I got rid of them. I thought I had them. Oh, I have my Valentine's outfit still. I have this Valentine's outfit. Oh, that's a different thing. I still have that one. That's crazy. Let me go back closer up. There we go. I'm back again. When you're back, back again. Oh yeah, do you guys, I was gonna ask this question earlier. Is there like, is there a, song that you guys, I just want to know for like shorts references. Is there a song that you guys equate to like, sort of like current nowadays, like high school hype vibes by like a currently popular artist? Because I was trying to think of one recently and I was like, I don't really know that many recent artists. I remember, I think it was Yui, I brought up like Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You, and then she was like, Olivia Rodrigo is not a current popular artist. And I was like, frick my. Yeah, 30 minutes! Are any of you guys familiar with current music artists? Sabrina Carpenter core? Would you listen to Sabrina Carpenter at like a prom? Like what? Would you? I don't know. Like, so when I went to prom, I don't remember, like, I was so anxious, I like blocked it out. I was so anxious, I just blocked out prom. When I went, I was like, Because I went to prom as like a third wheel. Like when I went to prom. Hi Tuki! When I went to prom, I was invited by one of my friends. She's still one of my best friends actually. Why do I say it like it's in the past? Like, she was dating this boy at the time, and they were like having relationship issues. So she was like, Toka, will you come to prom? with me and my boyfriend, and I was like, why? Because I did not like him. I didn't think he was up to par for her. But she was like, we're having some relationship issues right now, and I think it would make it a lot less awkward if you were there. I wasn't planning to go because well, first of all, I don't like school dances, and second of all, it was kind of expensive. The ticket for prom was kind of expensive. So I was like, I wasn't really planning on going. She was like, please. Please. I was like, well, I guess. And so, first of all, my first thought was, well, I mean, I guess I could, like, pre-game before going to prom. No, you couldn't. Because I found out a couple days before prom that they breathalyze checked you before you went in. So it wasn't only that you weren't allowed to have bags, like you had to leave your bag at the front. So there was no way to like bring in anything to like spike the punch or anything, right? Second of all, you had to pass a breathalyzer test to enter prom. So you couldn't even get drunk before going. You had to wait till after. I was like, oh. Because my whole plan was just I say yes and then I pregame. But they breathalyze checked you, and if you didn't pass, they would call your parents. So so I went to prom as a third wheel for my friend, and it was very awkward. Because I was at a table with my friends. Like, it wasn't just my friend and her boyfriend. It was like my friend, her boyfriend, and a couple of our theater friends were all there at the same table. So it was like fine. But we like I was really anxious, and I don't dance in public spaces like that because I don't feel comfortable. Even though I did dance. So it was like, I'm just one of those people who doesn't like to freestyle. So I just like sat at the table, ate food, and just awkwardly sat there while like everyone was hanging out and like dancing and getting up and stuff like the whole night. The only time I got up was to take a prom photo with my friend because my mom was like, well, if we're gonna pay for you to go to prom, like please take a picture with like your friend. And so I have a picture with my friend. That's really cute. I look really awkward. My friend, the one that was having relationship trouble, she's actually a model. Well, she was at the time. She stopped modeling, but in high school, she was a model. So she was very beautiful. So I look like an awkward weirdo next to her. She looked gorgeous. She had this beautiful, like, white and gold Gabriella Montez looking, like, dress, like from High School Musical. Like, it looked like the Gabriella dress, but longer, and she looked regal, and she always stood like so like straight. Like, she was so beautiful. And I was wearing like, it was okay looking dress, but it wasn't anything like hers. Like, I bought it for $40 off of Etsy. Like, I was not serving the way that she was serving. But I guess it kind of gave, you know, like dorky best friend and beautiful main character vibe. I feel like that kind of was what I was serving. It was like she was the pretty main character, and like I was like the dork. My smile was kind of awkward. Like, hers was very like model. Like, hers was very much like a like that was like her type of smile was like the. And mine was very my smile was very much like the. You know? Like, she was serving face, and I was just like. I was very colon D, as they say. Well, yeah, she thought it was cute. She still has it. She still has the picture. I still have my picture of it. She's like my best friend from high school. But after that, we like left the prom early. And then we walked down like the main street, and there was these two dudes who like started talking to my friend and her boyfriend because they thought that they had just gotten married because he was wearing like a black tux and she was wearing like a flowing white dress, right? So they were like, oh my god, did you guys just like get married? And they were like, yeah. And then these guys were like hyping them up, and then they handed them like a half-drinking bottle of booze in a bag that they weren't gonna finish, and then my friends and I all went to like the car that he had driven my friend in while we were waiting for my father to pick me up, and then we were like taking shots in the back until my father drove and then picked me up and took me home. Just made me realize I'll also be saving my high school best friend. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how you have to phrase it, because it's like, she's not my college best friend. Like, I have a different college best friend, who is the one I normally hang out with on the weekend. I'm really happy that my college best friend and I are still, like, really close, and I see her all the time. I mean, I guess my roommate is also my college best friend, because... I mean, like, she came in, my roommate that I live with now was in college with me, like, halfway through college, because she was a transfer. But, like, the person I called my, like, actual, like, college best friend, like, her and I started at the same time and we graduated the same class. So, to me it's different, because I've known her for, like, much longer. I still play games with my college friends? Yeah! I mean, I wish I played games. My best friend, she, like, plays games, the one I hang out with, but, she plays a lot of 3D games, because she's also, like, a big weeb, so she loves anime and stuff, because she's a graphic design person. Or she's a not graphic design, she's a character designer. She does character art, and concept art and stuff. What did I do in college? I always talk about it. I had my BFA in musical theater. My master's degree is very specific, so I don't talk about what I got, but my BFA was in musical theater. And my friend who went to art college with me, the one that I always talk about, she got her degree in, I believe, character design. She's a very good artist. Normally when if I work with an artist, normally every time I get art, like drafts, I send it to her and I go, how would you fix this? If I want notes, I'll be like, okay, I like this art, but I feel like this part of the pose is a little weird. How would I fix it? And then she helps me, she'll like help me tell me what she would do to sort of fix the thing to be what I want it to be. Because I think a lot of the time with art that I get back, I feel like I always feel like there was like something wrong with like the pose, I feel like, so I'm always like, how do I fix this pose to be a little bit more like what I wanted? Because I think that's like the hardest part to, especially when you communicate with overseas artists, I feel like it's really hard to communicate with the language barrier exactly the way you want it to look. So it's like really easy, it's really nice to have a friend who has like that sort of very dynamic artist eye and be like, this is what I have as the draft, like how would you change the shape a little bit to make it more the way that I want it to be. I keep looking at the cover silhouette. Yours just looks so good. If that's not turned to a standee I crash out. I'll just wait. You wait and see. It's only 20 more minutes. It's how do I say? I would never wear what I'm wearing in the MV because I don't like to wear what I'm wearing in the MV. I'm more of like a I prefer like you know, swimsuits that have like the skirt at the bottom? Like it's like halter neck, deep cut, and then like has like a one piece with like the skirt frilling at the bottom. I prefer like that type of stuff, but I felt like that wouldn't make a very good standee because I already basically wear something similar, like a one piece in my normal outfit, so that's not what I asked for. You know? Why is my phone at that percentage? How do I... 1 second. Where's my thing? 1 second. Ugh. I'm back. Sorry, I had to charge my phone. It's at 5%. I really do need to buy a new phone charging block because I keep dying. Like, my phone just dies so fast without charging. Oh. Ugh. Hi back, welcome. Yeah, I like the I like those types of like dress swimming suits. I just like how elegant they are. But I feel like it's not really like the vibe for like a summer cover. But I will say, since you can basically already see it in the drink silhouette, that for my drink, those colors that I picked for the drink are intentional. I'm dying. Why is this happening? Oh, I should set it up before, so I can just when I time wait. Guys, do you think I'll ever not have allergies anymore? You believe? Do you think there'll ever be a cure for allergies? Let's change this to... Okay, let's do that, and then... Oh, wait, cancel. Save. Do you like the new title of the stream? Tell me now, do you like the new title? What do you think of the title for the stream? I changed it. Bye, Web! Can you see the change that I made, dude? Zatsu, no, she never co-worked. I can't believe I didn't do any work! I mean, I never pressed play! There wasn't a play option! I was just supposed to turn on this stupid-ass timer! I was just supposed to turn on the timer and work for 20 minutes, and then talk to you for 10 minutes, and then work for another 20. It shouldn't have been hard to start. There was nothing to play. Oops, all Zatsu. I just thought I would just work today. That's okay. I'm gonna blame the allergies. Isn't a 3-hour yap 1 minute work? Did I ever do work during it? It's okay, we got fun stories, it's true. I love talking with you guys. I think it's super fun. I think my favorite streams to do are Zatsu streams. Before someone says it, no, not all of my streams are Zatsu streams. Just talking for an hour and 30 minutes before I start the game is not a Zatsu, it's just a pre-game yap. It's not a Zatsu, is it? I mean, when I play the game for less time than I talk in the beginning, that doesn't mean it's not a game stream, though. It doesn't mean it's not a game stream, right, guys? It's still a game stream. I love the yapping from the yapper. Can you imagine if I had chosen to not be a diamond and I was a dog and I was like, yap, 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 yap. Ugh, what if I opened these? What if I ate one of them? What if this can opened? Can I just open this can? That's true. They should. It's my favorite thing. There would be more furry art? That's true, there would be. But there isn't, because I'm not a furry. I forgot I had this chocolate nuts next to me. It's chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Actually very good. I haven't even finished my Celsius. Oh my god, today, this morning, I made mochi pancakes, bacon, and eggs for breakfast. I made like a big breakfast, and I shared some with my roommate. And I discovered that I can just turn the heat up, and my bacon cooks faster. And you might say, but Toka, that's very obvious. No! It's not. My mother always said, cook it slow. So, when I made bacon, I always waited like basically like 30 minutes for it to slowly cook. And my roommate was like, why don't you just turn the heat up? I was like, well, my mom always said, slow bacon is better because it needs the slow cook to crisp up. But guys, I'll be honest with you, I turned up the heat and it cooked and it was still crispy. So I don't know why my mom said that to me. Is that like an old person myth or something? That like you need to cook it really slow? Thank you, Big Papa John. Is it? I don't know. I waited and I waited for this bacon to cook, and then I just turned it up and it cooked so much faster, and I was like, why did my mom always tell me that it wouldn't crisp up correctly if I didn't slow cook it? I had the same thing for breakfast as I always do, an entire plate of hash browns. Ooh. I almost never have hash browns, but I love them every time I have them. Probably just a white wives' tale. My mom told me the same thing. Yeah, I was like she made it seem like if I didn't slow cook my bacon, something bad would happen to it. And it tasted the same as it always tasted. I just turned the heat up. It went faster. I was like, I don't understand. It was really good though. I need to get more eggs though. We ran out of eggs. We ran out of everything. There's no natto in my house. There's no eggs. There's only a little bit of butter left. I feel like being an adult, half of it is like remembering to buy groceries, realizing you don't have anything, and then not knowing what to have for dinner. Because you run out of things so fast. I feel like eggs disappear. They like appear in the apartment and then they're gone. It's the same with like a bunch of different like I feel like there's salmon and then there's no salmon. There's chicken and there's no chicken. It's like the house lives in like a state of like there's something here and then there's nothing here, and it's barren like a wasteland. Oh my god, yes! And most of the time I forget to buy the thing that I actually needed. That's like almost every time I go grocery shop. I almost always forget the one thing I actually went there that I actually really needed. Like once, a couple of weeks ago I went grocery shopping. And I really needed dish soap because we had no dish soap. And I went with this huge list of groceries I needed plus dish soap. But dish soap was like probably the most important thing I needed because I couldn't wash my dishes. And I left and I came home. I bussed all the way home because I went right after work because my roommate was really busy that week. So I went after work and I was carrying like these 2 bags on the bus all the way back, these gigantic bags. I get back to the apartment, I'm unpacking, and I go, I forgot the dish soap. So I ended up buying like a giant pack of dish soap from freaking Amazon because I was like, well, I was trying to avoid online shopping, but I really need dish soap. I really need it really fast, so I ordered dish soap. But now we have a lot of dish soap because I bought like a 4-pack. That's like my experience with grocery shopping. It's like you never get the one thing you really needed, but you buy like a bunch of shit that you didn't even know you needed. What is it? Like, what do I really need right now? I really need those. I really need those eggs though. Eggs are one of the things that I like constantly have when I need it for breakfast. Hype? I know, right? 10 minutes? Are you guys in the chat yet? We're gonna raid into it anyway, but If you wanna have it up, it's right here. This is the California Girls cover. I will tell you, I'm a little yabai in it. I make some yabai sounds in this one. I say some yabai things. I will say. Yabai. What can I say? What can I say? I had some... I actually don't have a reason for why it was me. Well, no, that's not true. When we scripted it, Serena was just like, can you? And I was like, okay. I will. Okay, I will, I guess. Oh, I should talk about... Before we end stream today, I should talk about, so next week, I am going to... I don't have it all planned out yet, but, I'm going to do a collab with Yui. I don't know what. I don't know when. I'm gonna be doing, some cream folding streams. I don't know if I'll actually finish it in time, but we're gonna try our best. And then the week after, I will be in Japan. I'll be traveling, as you know. So I'll be gone for a bit, about 2 weeks. And then I'll be back for the short play, for the Big Summer Blowout, and the Senbei and Perry Q&A, which you can see on the Big Summer Blowout thing that you can see on the SVP page, which is like our schedule of stuff. I'll be gone for like 2 weeks after next week. But while I'm gone, there's gonna be a couple of covers that come out. There'll be a couple of covers. There's some shorts prep. There's some events and stuff. Oh! I should also bring up this. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. Give me a second. I'm grabbing something. Oh my god. Oh, please. Okay. You should check out this. I totally don't know if I'm in this. Oh my god. Could you? I have no idea. I can't say if I'm in this, but you should look at this graphic and see if you think I might be in it. But you should totally support Tomoe Carmine for her Tomo Day 2025 on July 7th. It's at 10 p.m. CEST and 4 p.m. EDT. What do you mean my silhouette is so noticeable? What's so noticeable about my silhouette? You think my silhouette's recognizable? Thank you. I worked really hard on making sure that was the case. Do you mean my really awkward looking a-hog on the top of my head? Are you talking about my weird shaped a-hog on the top of my head that looks like a music note? Because I do know that it's very weird looking. That's why I always think it's really funny when I try to when I repost my things that I'm in and it has my silhouette and I'm like, oh god, I wonder if I'm in there. And you just see my weird ass freaking a-hog up there and you're like, yeah, that's her. Thank you. But, you know, you should check out that thing. And there's also I mean, I don't know if I'm in this, but I mean, I've seen other people who were possibly in this from the silhouettes. You should check, you should keep your eyes out for this thing. Don't know if I'm in it, but there's some recognizable silhouettes in there. Don't know if I'm in there, but there's some recognizable silhouettes in there. One of these days, someone should ask for silhouettes without the obvious tells. How would you get a silhouette of me without my obvious tail? I'll be honest with you, how would you get that? Do you know a lot of people that have a tail that looks like a quarter rest and a ahog that has a weird shape to it and curved horns and weird ears and wings that don't attach to the body of the person? Eyes closed. Yeah, I know. I don't see you there, but hope you are. I guess, like, if you, like, drew me from, like, a side profile? No, you would still see my ahog. I mean, I guess if you cut my ahog off... Does it grow back? Well, it's attached to my head, but, I mean... My body isn't real. You can't... If you broke my body apart, I would just spawn more of it. I'm actually the crystal on my chest. I am, in fact, not this body that you see. My lore is that I am not the body that you see in front of you. I am the crystal on my chest. This is just me. I made this so you could look at me. Is my ahoge an exposed nerve? No, it's not. I am a tear made out of God's tears that I made into a body so that I could look at humans and make them not sad. Oh damn, that would make you the smallest member of SVP? I guess? No. Yui's smaller. Yui is... Canonically, her sea bunny size is like really small. Her sea bunny size is like really tiny. I think my gem is bigger than that. Oh yeah, next should just be my gem. And then they're like, is that a rock? You know, before we, revealed what we looked like to people in the SVP for a while, when we were, like, joining the Discord community server before it was, like, released to the public, we were asked to change all of our, Discord profile images to, like, stuff that wasn't our models so that the, mod team couldn't tell what our models looked like, and mine was just an opal. I just had a picture of a freaking opal. And Yui just had a picture of a sea bunny. And Lemmy's was a snail, and Perry's was a velvet worm. And I forget what Serena picked. But it was so funny. Like, I just had a rock. Like, it was just an opal. Well, I mean, I think you could technically eat an opal, but I wouldn't recommend it. The premiere is starting. Okay, we're gonna raid into it right now. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later. See you on Saturday. Goodbye.